A body at war with itself cannot heal. A body at peace has no reason to hold on. Right now, your body might be working against you. Not because your diet is wrong or you're not training hard enough, but because a single hormone is sending a signal to store fat deep around your organs, and nothing you do in the gym can override it. That hormone is cortisol. And while the Western world treats belly fat like a math problem, calories in versus calories out, the Japanese approach is completely different. It's not about burning, it's about calming. Today I'm going to share 7 Japanese practices that lower cortisol naturally and finally allow your body to release the visceral fat it's been guarding. There's a well-known story in Japanese martial arts about a young swordsman named Kenji who trained at a dojo in the mountains of Gifu. Kenji was the hardest working student anyone had seen. He woke before dawn, trained until his hands bled, ate strict meals, and slept only when his body collapsed. But despite all this punishment, his body remained soft around the middle. The other students, some who trained far less, were lean. It tormented him. One morning, the old master Fujimura found Kenji doing extra exercises before sunrise. He watched for a while, then said, "Kenji, your body is not refusing to change. It is protecting you. You have given it so much war that it is preparing for famine. A body under siege holds on to everything it can." Kenji didn't understand. What am I supposed to do? Train less? You are supposed to make your body feel safe. Only then will it let go of what it no longer needs. That lesson sits at the heart of what modern science is now confirming. Your body stores visceral fat as a response to chronic stress. Lower the stress signal and the fat begins to leave on its own. 1. The evening bath. In Japan, the evening bath is not about hygiene. It's a ritual for releasing the entire day. Soaking in hot water around 40 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for rest and repair. Research shows warm water immersion significantly lowers cortisol levels. Your muscles relax, your heart rate slows, and your brain receives a clear signal that the day's threats are over. If you don't have a bathtub, a hot foot soak for 15 minutes creates a similar calming effect. 2. Morning sunlight. Walking. Japanese elders have practiced morning walks for generations, and there's a powerful reason why. When natural sunlight hits your eyes within the first hour of waking, your brain produces serotonin, which directly counteracts cortisol. It also resets your circadian rhythm so that cortisol peaks in the morning when it should and drops in the evening when you need it to. The walk doesn't need to be intense. 15 to 20 minutes at a gentle pace, no earphones, no distractions. Just you and the morning light. 3. Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing. Developed in the 1980s as a public health initiative, Shinrin-yoku simply means absorbing the atmosphere of a forest through all your senses. Studies consistently show that people who spend time walking among trees have significantly lower cortisol than those who walk in urban settings. The combination of clean air, natural sounds, and the visual calm of greenery puts your nervous system into a state of deep rest. You don't need a remote forest. Any green space with trees, visited without your phone, works. 4. Tanden breathing. In Japanese martial arts and Zen meditation, all breath is directed to the tanden, a point roughly 3 centimeters below your navel. This is deep diaphragmatic breathing. It activates the vagus nerve, the main pathway for switching your body from stress mode to rest mode. When the vagus nerve fires, cortisol production drops rapidly. 5 minutes of slow belly breathing, twice a day, is enough to create a measurable difference. Inhale, and let your lower abdomen expand. Exhale and let it gently contract. That's it. 5. Hara Hachi Bu, eating to 80%. In Okinawa, people follow a principle called Hara Hachi Bu, which means eating until you are 80% full. This isn't just about calories. Overeating triggers a stress response in the body. Your digestive system floods with activity, your blood sugar spikes, and cortisol follows. Eating slightly less at each meal keeps your system calm and your insulin stable, both of which reduce visceral fat storage over time. The practice is simple. Eat slowly, pause between bites, and stop before you feel completely full. 6. Ma, the art of pause. Ma is a Japanese concept that means purposeful emptiness or pause. It exists in music, conversation, architecture, and daily life. In a world that fills every second with noise and stimulation, Ma is the deliberate choice to leave space. And that space is where cortisol drops. When you build pauses into your day, even 5 minutes of sitting quietly, with no phone, no input, nothing to respond to, your nervous system gets a chance to reset. The Japanese don't see stillness as doing nothing. They see it as the foundation everything else is built on. 7. Sleeping like it matters. In Japan, rest is treated with deep cultural respect. There's even a concept called inamuri, napping in public, which is socially accepted because the culture understands that rest is essential. When it comes to visceral fat, sleep may be the single most important factor. Research shows that sleeping only 4 to 5 hours a night spikes cortisol dramatically and increases insulin resistance, the primary driver of fat storage around the organs. When your body is under-rested, it perceives threat and holds on to energy. 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep at the same time every night is what finally tells your body the crisis is over. None of these practices require willpower or suffering. There's nothing extreme here, and that's exactly the point. Forcing your body through punishment creates more cortisol, more fat storage, more frustration. The Japanese approach is the opposite. You calm the body, you calm the mind, and the body naturally releases what it no longer needs to hold. Master Fujimura was right. You cannot force a body under siege to let go, but you can make it feel safe. And once it does, it will.